Hi guys, and welcome to the new year and a new video. This video is going to be my reading journal, reading goals kind of thing. I'm basically telling you guys this so I kind of stick to it and trying to achieve it, because otherwise I probably won't end up achieving it and everything. But yeah, I know in the last video last year I said I probably won't do many sit down videos. And the first video you'll probably see will be a vlog, but I'm doing this. This is the first video, so yeah. So also don't mind my nails. I don't think you can see it that well on my iPad that much, but I have got it is all one colour. It's just like a chameleon nail polish, so it reacts to heat and cold, hot and cold, so it changes from a blue to a greeny colour. So I've got kind of blue and green on my nails at the moment, from doing my nails today, so don't mind that. But yeah, they're also my new nails for the new year. But yeah, so let's get on with this. I dropped my piece of paper, helping me go through everything that I need to go through. So my goal this year is to at least read 24 books this year. Since last year my goal was 12 books, and I passed that by reading 13. So my goal this year is to try and double my goal last year, so 24 books. I have got a few books already, so that is great. There are a few books that I need to buy to either complete a set or I want to get, so I've got videos that I want to watch on YouTube where they talk about a book, but obviously they spoil the book, so I want to read the book beforehand and just other stuff and that. So yeah, my goal is to do 24 books. I don't know how I'm going to track the 24 books. I don't know if I want to use one of these again, which is just a piece of card that I've cut down to kind of an index card kind of size, where I put 1 to 12 on it last year, and then I just stuck a sticker over the number that I was on once I passed that number of books. I don't know if I want to do that again with 24 or what. And then this was literally just stuck onto my desk with some blue tack. But yeah, I don't know if I want to do this again or how I want to kind of track the amount of books that I'm reading in the year. But yeah, that is my goal, to read 24 books. So that is about 2 books a month. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do that. Hopefully I can do it, especially since last year I done a swap in my screen time for reading, and I read 4 books. I finished a book and then I read 2 books in that time, or was it just 1 book I fully read, and then I started another book, and that was all in a week. So hopefully I can read 2 books in a month. But yeah, so that is that. Going through with my reading journal. This is the reading journal I currently have, just this plain old one. I have taken some pages out, so that's why it looks a bit thin. I've got a pen, some cards here that have series stuff on them. I might start not doing this and getting rid of them. But yeah, I have a tab that won't stick to this anymore, so it's just getting put into a pocket. And then I've got all my tabs that I use. I've colour coded them. I went through, took them all off and colour coded them and put the lightest to the darkest, and then there. Then I've got this random front page, and then I've got how all my things are getting planned and done. So I've got all my books that I've currently been trying to read and gone through, and then I've got the book that I'm still currently I'm reading. Well, I'm filming this, but hopefully I would have read it by the time this goes live to be able to count it as my 13th book of the year, especially since it's a Christmas book. But yeah, this is just how it is done. But the layout I'm going to keep the same, but I'm not going to use this as my reading journal anymore. I'm thinking of just getting rid of the book entirely. Like, this sticker is falling off, this is all over the place, and this doesn't even fit in there. This was actually meant for something else, but you know, but yeah, so I'm just thinking of doing it a different way. So I've got two ways I could technically do it. I've got it on my phone and my iPad that I'm currently filming on. I've just made like a front picture with like, I don't know where the camera is it up here? Yeah, it's up here. I'm used to the camera being like to this side, but the camera's up there now on my new iPad. But yeah, this front page, I got all these pictures and stuff off Pinterest, and that, but it just 3 books and that, and it says one more chapter with like a coffee on top or a hot drink with like the constellations around it, which I thought was really cool to be like my front page. I don't know if I want to keep it on Word or I want to print the pages off and put it into like a binder like this kind of thing, because there's like, I could do it like double up the pages in here, do it like either side and stuff, and have it just a big thing in here, and that I'm not sure yet. And then I've got like a book rating system, which I'm going to try and go through with this system of going like that, and then I want to do a reading tracker this year, like of how many pages I read a year in the year, and then work out what my record is for how many pages I can read in an hour, how many pages I read in a day, how many pages I can roughly read in a month for my record. Obviously I won't fully write down my record until like the end of the year or so, and that, to work that out. And then I've got like a bookshelf kind of thing, which I want to put all the books that I've read on here, like write down all the books that I've read, not just throughout this year, throughout all the books I've read, and I have it in my bookshelf kind of area in my room, all the books that I own and stuff. I'm not going to write down the books that I ended up reading, so with like my mum's books last year, which we bought for her, me and my sister bought for her. I'm not writing down them that I've read, but they are her, but my mum's books. I'm just going to write down the books that I have and I've read. It says books to read, but I just want to write down the books I've read and that. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I want to colour coordinate it to, like, I would say the genre to be like, it's a romance, it's a like a thriller mystery kind of one, or like a fantasy. I might start reading, get some fantasies and reading them. And then I've got a few pages of just this on there where I'm gonna put the image of the book on there, and then it's got like stars and like fire, and that's the stars I can go is a 5-star, 4-star, whatever, and colour in the stars. The fire, it is normally like a chili, like a spicy, for the spicy level, but the one that I found like this layout, so I could just put it straight onto a page, is some fire, which, to be honest, I don't mind what it is, for working out the spice level. and that. So yeah, I've got a few pages of this on here if I want to keep it on my phone or my iPad, because I have it on both, Word on both, or I can just print it off and put it in my folder. And then obviously I need to go through all of the books I've read and I have in my old reading journal at the moment and put it onto my new one, but that's a job for later on. And then last but not least, the last page that there's going to be multiple of is how I want to obviously plan it, which is picture of the book front and then book name, who the author is, what the genre, so if it's romance, thriller, whatever, fantasy, and then when I started the book, when I finished, because I like to know what day I started, what day I finished and everything, and then what else is on there, total pages in the book, and then the spice, and stars, and then the spice, and then I've got this table here. I like to do like a reading log of what the day is, how many pages I've read on that day, and then I want to start doing what page I'm currently on. So say like the book that I'm currently on at the moment, which is The Christmas Wedding Guest. On the first day I read it, I read like 60 pages of it, so I'd be on page 60. Because when I say page I'm on, it's the page I left off on. And then the next time I read it, I read 36 pages, so I put that on that page. And then the page I'm on would be 96. And that, so I want to kind of do it like that. So if I do ever end up losing my bookmark, because the bookmark I currently have in my book, let me get it. Let me put a thing on. This does like to slip out of my book at times, so I kind of have to like wedge it into the corner and that. But yeah, so I want to start doing that, and then they are all the pages. I've only got one of them pages on there currently, but they are the pages that I want to do in my reading journal. I'm thinking I might just print it off, because then I can print multiple of them pages off, because it'll be easier than trying to like copy the page multiple times on my Word document. So yeah, I might print it off, put it in this like binder, and then I might do however many of these I need to do, and then I could just paperclip these to this and that, and then I can stick a stick on these when I need to, and my pen that is currently in this can go on here, and that should go along with this one, and that, because knowing me, I'll probably need 2 of these to write the 24. But yeah, that is that. And then I'll show you guys the books that I currently have. I have made an Amazon list and wishlist list of all the books that I need to buy this year, to either carry on the series that I've got here, or I think there's 2 in the book that are to do with, to do with a movie, so I got them, and then there's 2 or 3 to do with a YouTube video and that. But yeah, so let's get started. So the ones that you guys would have seen in my last video with my what I got for Christmas is the Meet Me kind of series by Georgia Toff. I'm just going to call her Georgia Toff for now, because it says Toff up here and I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I've got the Meet Me in London, Meet Me in Tahiti, and then the Meet Me at the Wedding, and that I've got these 3 books. This is part of the series. This is book 1, 3 and 4, and that, so I've got these 3 to read. I did have a piece of paper around here telling me what books I needed to buy, but I don't know where I put the piece of paper, so we're going off my phone. And then I also have an Anton Dubek book, One Enchanted Evening. I think this is also part of a series. I'm not sure. I think this is the first one anyway. So yeah, I might look that up quickly on YouTube, on Amazon. One Enchanted Evening. Oh yeah, it's part of the Beckham Hotel series. There's 4 books in it, and this is the first one. But yeah, I might get the rest of the series as well, if this one's good. I think this is the only one that I might test out the book first before seeing if I want to read the rest of the series. But yeah. Well, this is about London in 1936. Ballroom. I don't think I've read many old books. I'm not calling it old as in it's from ages ago. I'm calling it old as in it was based on ages ago. It was based on the 1930s. I've never really read a book that was based on that kind of time frame. I mainly just read books that are more on the newer time frame. I also realised this is also a Christmassy kind of book, so I'm either going to read this series in December, or this will be the first series I read. But yeah, so there's this one, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the whole series, and then I've got the whole of the Shatter Me series. So I've got Shatter Me, Unreveal Me, Ignite Me. These books look really nice, the covers. I really like the covers. Also, don't mind the stickers. It's just telling me the order of all these books, so I don't mix them up. Restore Me, Defy Me, Imagine Me, Unite Me, Find Me, and Believe Me. So I've got all of them. That is the whole series, so I don't have to worry about buying any of them. So I've got that to read, and then I also have 2 books which I have already read before, but I want to reread them just to see if I actually do like them, or if I still have the opinion of when I first read them when I was 11. so that was 10 years ago now, from when I first read them. So I want to see if I do have the same opinion on them. I wasn't very keen on them back then, but they are signed and personalised to me from the author, which went into my primary when I was in year 6, and that Joffrey White. Oh, the Shatter Me series is by Tahira Mafi. I'm sorry if I'm butchering anyone's name, not the best, but yeah, this is by Joffrey White. To Samantha, always follow your dreams, and it was signed by him. I got these the next day or so, because I didn't buy them when I was at school. I went to Waterstones with my dad to buy them, and then so yeah, I've got his first book, which was Frog, And then I've got the second book, which is Frog and the Sand Spiders of Adrian, and that by him, which is also signed to Samantha, Never Lose Your Imagination, and that. So yeah, I'm gonna reread these and that and see what I think about them, because I wasn't too keen when I first started. I'm not sure. But yeah, I got these, but I'm never gonna get rid of them because they have my name in and they were signed for me. And then I'm down to my last three that I have. I've got Icebreaker by Hannah Grace, and then I got Wildfire, I can't speak today, Wildfire by Hannah Grace as well, which is what the second book in this series. And that I got both of these. And then also I've got Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. It's the new cover one. I don't really care about what cover of the Magnolia Parks I have in the whole series is. But yeah, so I got that. They are all the books that I'm going to currently move. There's some of these that I currently own, which I need to read, and that is how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is 18 out of the 24. So it's over half, which is great. But obviously I needed to obviously buy some more to hit my 24 goal. So let's start with the two that I want to get for like the movies or TV shows and everything. I've heard that It Ends With Us might be coming into a movie or TV show. I think I heard that. I'm not actually entirely sure if that was true or not. I think it is, because I heard it on one of the podcasts I listened to. There was like a point where it was happening and then I think it stopped, and now it might be happening again. So I just like, I want to get that, read it before I watch it, and that, just because I think it might be nicer to read it and then I can imagine whatever, if I ever imagined stuff happening in my head of what's going on, and then I can watch it and then go from there. Then I've also got The Hating Game. I have watched this movie. It's on Amazon Prime, I think it was on. And that, so yeah, I knew it was a book, but I also just watched the movie beforehand, before getting the book. But I loved the movie, so I wanna get the book and read the book, even though I know what happens in it. I still just want the book and read it, and to read it. So they are like the movie kind of ones. And then onto like YouTube videos. I've got Verity by Colleen Hoover, I want to read, and then Never Lie by Frida McFadden, and that these two are books that are in one YouTube video by someone, which I want to watch that video because I'm getting into their like YouTube channel and that, and they're also like new to talking about books on YouTube. Obviously so am I, but I'm not really considering myself part of like the book community online, because I don't really talk about books that much, but she talks about them all. She talks about them most of the time online, in her YouTube channel now, and that, so yeah, she has done that. Her name is Alexandria Hurley, I think that's how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. And that, but I'm gonna link her down below. And that, and another book person. And that, since I'm talking about them on this. But yeah, she has a video where she talks about how her feelings towards Verity and Never Lie. So I was like, before I hear her thoughts on it and hear any spoilers about it, I thought, you know what, I'll get the book, see how I feel about it, and then obviously listen to her opinion on it and go from there. And then another person I listen to who I watch, on YouTube, and then I also listen to her podcast, is Destiny Sidwell, which I'll also link down below, who is a part of the book community online. And I listen to her podcast with Sarah, oh, what's her last name? I'm gonna have to look her up quickly. No, go away. Sarah Carol. I'm not gonna try and pronounce that. I will also link Sarah down below as well. But if you love like the book community, you'll probably know them both. But yeah, they host the Bookmarked podcast, which I listen to, and is the only book podcast that I'm actually up to date on. But yeah, I watch them when it comes to like books and stuff. And Destiny has released a video. She released it like ages ago. Well, uploaded a video of her rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses, which is ACOTAR for short. And Destiny loves this series, so I thought, you know what, I've been meaning to read it anyway, and buy it. So, and she's posted a video on her reading it and everything, and it has spoilers in, and I really want to watch the video. But obviously I need the book first because I don't want to spoil it if it's a book that I want to read. So I need to get that book, which is the first in the series, which is actually called A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. And there's 5 books in that series, I think. So I was thinking, you know what, instead of just getting the one, I might just get all 5. So there's A Court of Mist and Fury, which is the second book. The third book is A Court of Wings and Ruin. And then the fourth is A Court of Frost and Starlight. And then the fifth is A Court of Silver... Oh my god. A Court of Silver Flames is the 5th book. So yeah, I thought I could just get all 5, read them, and go from there. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And also, I don't know if it's just the one book in the video, or it's all 5 books that she reads in the video. So better to be safe to buy all 5 and read all 5 in that. So yeah, there's them, which I wanna get this year. And now onto the books that I want to get for this year, which I already have like part of the series for. And that there's the Meet Me in Hawaii book that I want to get by Georgia Toff, which is the 2nd book in the Meet Me in series. So I've got like 1, 3 and 4. So I want to get the 2nd one before I start reading that, so that might be a later on in the year series I read. So I want to get that book. And then there's Daydream, which is coming out in June, I think it was, which is part of the Icebreaker and Wildfire. I can't speak today and I don't know why. Wildfire series. I don't know what this series is called. Oh, the Maple Hills series. It's the third book in this one, so I wanna get that book when it comes out. I probably won't pre-order it. I'll probably just wait till it comes out, and when I'm ready to read the Icebreaker books and the Maple Hill series, I might just wait till then to order it. But yeah, there's that, and then it's all the Magnolia Parks universe. So obviously I've got the first Magnolia Parks. I want to get the Daisy Hates, which is the second book. Third book, Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. And then I want to get number 4, which is Daisy Hates, The Great Undoing. And then number 5, which is a new book that's coming out this year, which is coming out in February, I think it said. I think it is. Yeah, February the 13th is when Magnolia Parks 5 is coming out. Which is Magnolia Parks Into the Dark. So I want to get them and read them. The Daydream series, the Daydream book is coming out on the 4th of June. So yeah, that's coming out like mid of the year. So yeah, Daydream by Hannah Grace is one that's coming out this year, and then Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings is coming out this year as well. I think they're the only 2 books that are getting released this year that I want to like buy for this year to read. And then I've got the Influencer series. I've got the first one, which is Set on You by Anna Lee. No, not Anna, Amy Lee. I was doing that from my head and I was like, I know it's an A. I read that when I went to Blackpool with my family. I got it when I went to Blackpool, and then I also read it down there. No, up there, because Blackpool's up. I don't know what's going on with my brain today. But yeah, I read it when I was in Blackpool, and then also when I got home from Blackpool. But yeah, I read, because I have the first one. And then the second book in the Influencer series is X's and O's. And then there is also The Catch I want to read. Oh, The Catch is also coming out this year, and it's February 15th. So I also want to get that to finish off that series as well. And then I think if I get all of them books, I will probably end up finishing all the series that I need. Then I'll get all the books in the series that I already own, obviously apart from this one. I don't know if I'm gonna buy the rest of the series to, oh my god, read it. This one I've also got to take down south to my nan and granddad's, because I don't know if anyone down there would want to read it or not. I think someone wanted to read it down there. But yeah, so this one will probably be the first one I read. This also looks really thick. But yeah, so in my next video, which is going to be a vlog, you'll probably see me pick up this book to start to read it and that. But yeah, got all these books. I've also got to put them back, to try and put them back in order and put them back in my cupboard now. But yeah, and that is like all the books I want to buy, all the books I have that I want to read, what my reading journal is going to look like, and my goal of 24 books to read this year. Hopefully I hit it, like fingers crossed I can hit it by the end of the year. But yeah, so I don't know what this is going to be like, the quality of this is going to be like, since I'm filming on my new iPad, so bear with me on that one. But yeah, also I don't know what the sound's going to be like either. like I have a mic, but it's got like a jack, what's it called, a jack port? No, earphone jack port kind of thing, headphone kind of thing, and yeah, my iPad doesn't have this, so I probably need to get like an adapter or something. But yeah, so that is the video. I hope you enjoyed, and that this year. So yeah, I will see you guys on Sunday for a vlog where I'll probably explain my scheduling of videos and what videos I'm going to do and that there. So I will see you guys Sunday. Bye.